Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and I am the host of the Start Your Fashion Business channel. So if you're new to my channel, then I would like to give you a warm welcome. This channel is about all things fashion business, and I'm also going to be launching a course called the Start Your Fashion Business course, which will teach you how to launch a successful sustainable fashion brand. It doesn't just apply for sustainable fashion brands, but if you are looking to create a sustainable fashion brand, then I will be covering this topic also in my course. So in the meantime, I have also decided to create this channel because a lot of you who have signed up to my course have been asking me questions. So I thought it would be really fun to actually answer them on a YouTube video. So in that way, everyone has access to it. And I'm also recording in my home studio right now. So it's really good practice for me. And it's a fun little break from, recording the course back to back, which by the way, is launching really soon. And if you haven't actually signed up, I've opened up a waiting list. So there's the link. Make sure to check it out and sign up so that you'll be notified when the course is live. As you know, if you've signed up to my course, I've been encouraging you guys to send me through your top 3 questions. I'm picking one from Lely today. Hey Stephanie, thank you for the chance. I would like to ask some questions. I've loved fashion since I was a little kid, and I'm hoping to start a fashion business soon as it is my dream. But I know there are many challenges because there's so many fashion brands that already exist. I want to know what I can do to make my brand different from other brands. I have some ideas in my mind, but I'm not 100% sure about it. But I'm 100% sure I want to start my own brand. That's amazing. So the thing is with fashion brands, fashion is not an original concept. The way to make your brand different from other brands is to create a strong brand identity. And I'm not just talking about logos and aesthetics. It's also about telling your story and finding that voice and tone so that you can develop an emotional connection with your customer. You want to not just be different from other brands, but you want to stand out and stick in the minds of your customer. So branding is super important, especially at the beginning when you're developing your brand. And I'm actually going to have one or two modules just dedicated on branding strategy and how to develop a brand guide. So that's my suggestion, because yes, there's a lot of fashion brands that exist, but it doesn't mean that the market is oversaturated. Let's go to her second question. Do you have any tips on how to manage time and manifest time and effort on making my dream come true? Since the work took so much of my time, and often I feel worn out to even start thinking about starting my business. But I can't quit this job because it pays me well and I can get things done that I need for the money, like sewing machines and fabrics to do my project. So this is a really good question because yes, time is probably the only thing that we cannot buy. We cannot have more of it, so we have to make use of it in the best possible way. Especially as a serial entrepreneur, I have multiple businesses and I can feel your pain about not having enough time. What I do and what I highly suggest is to compartmentalize your time. For me, every Monday and Friday is dedicated to production at my garment factory. So I meet my team, I get everything done on those days. And because of that, I'm able to stick to a routine as well. And then every Tuesdays and Wednesday, I dedicate my 100% time to this course. And that's all I do during those 2 days. I try not to respond to emails or, unless it's super urgent for my other businesses. And then I have my fashion brand as well. So I slip that in every Thursday and Saturdays. So that's how I suggest to do it. But of course, if you have a full-time job, maybe you cannot just take out multiple days at full-time like that. So you're going to have to maybe manage the time that you have in the one day. And what I find really helpful in that case to kind of keep track of your productivity is to do the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique is where you time yourself 20 minutes at a time. So after the timer goes off, after 20 minutes, you can have a little break. And you basically do 2 to 3 of these Pomodoros before you can have like a real long break. So I find it really efficient because I think I have slight ADD. So 20 minutes is a good enough time for me to be able to just focus on one thing and get it done. I turn off my notifications from my phone, so I put it on silent. I take WhatsApp off my desktop. Like I just try to take away all the distractions so I can really sit down and focus on this task for 20 minutes. And if you don't finish it, that's completely fine, because you're gonna have another Pomodoro after and you'll time that again for 20 minutes. So to me, that's how I manage, my productivity levels and get things done on time and start and be on top of deadlines. But yes, I wish I could manifest more time. However, I do have to make the time. It's not just manifesting time, because you have to make time for what's important for you. So even lately, I've been working until Saturday and I only get like 1 day off a week, which is Sunday, because I'm making the time to pursue my dreams. Let's go to her last question. I know how important social media is in marketing right now. What do you think is better, starting a brand first as a home for the clothing we sell, or creating the clothing first and then doing the branding? So this is like the chicken and the egg theory. Like, I don't think there's any right or wrong. Now that there is social media at your fingertips, I think it's actually important to start it right away as you're doing your branding. You can actually use this as some type of research. What I see often is brands that don't really have like a collection yet. They already have their Instagram and they start using it as a mood board. You can check out like Sporty and Rich. Emily Oberg, she started it this way. So she started Sporty and Rich as a mood board, and because of that, she was able to see that people really like this type of style, and she created the brand around it. So I think that's a really, really smart move, especially when, at the beginning, maybe you're still unsure, you're not quite 100% certain if people are gonna like your product or your collection. So I think, start your social media right away and start finding your audience through that, and then you can really see, you can even maybe put up some of your samples and start involving your audience in your design process, where you can then establish that emotional connection that I mentioned in answer number 1. Because nowadays, even though we're pretty much glued to our screen, I feel like people are striving for more authenticity. So they like to be able to feel like this is like a real human, taking care of this brand. And so I think as a small brand, that will be your competitive advantage. So to conclude your question, I would say, if you don't have the clothing yet, why not just create the branding? I mean, you have to create the branding anyway, but use that in your social media and just start right away. Start putting it out there, start manifesting it. So she says, I hope you read this email and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for inspiring me and others. Best regards, Lely. So I would like to thank you as well, Lely, and everyone that's been signing up to my course. You guys are inspiring me to get this course done and to make it really, really perfect for you guys. So you guys are definitely inspiring me in that sense. And I'm actually going to be recording another video after this, but as you know, I'm dropping a video here every Saturday. The next one might not be the Q&A, because I'm going to discuss how to do brand collaborations. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I've done brand collaborations quite a bit for my brand This Is a Love Song. I've done it with Dollskill, I've done it with Karuchi, I've done it with Major Lazer, and I'm going to discuss one that I find really, really interesting, which is the one with Pornhub. So next week's video will most likely be about that one. So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, so then you get the notification when I have the video up, because this next video is going to be really, really interesting. I am going to talk about how I landed the collaboration with Pornhub. And this is literally like a technique that any brand owner can do to secure a collaboration with anyone they want, whether it's a brand or an influencer. And I've literally rinsed and repeated this method so that I was able to scale. I mean, not scale, but I guess scale my collaboration opportunities through multiple different companies and brands, which is really, really exciting. So I'm gonna really go and dive into that topic and show you how you can do it as well. That's gonna be next week. And then in the meantime, if you haven't already, do send me your top 3 questions, because I'm still gonna be doing my Q&A video. Also, because I'm recording the course, I'm really, focused on doing that so that it can launch in September. But I'm hoping I'm going to be able to free up some time so that I can actually drop 2 videos in this channel every week. So stay tuned. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please do follow us on social media. I've created a TikTok and an Instagram called @StartYourFashionBusiness. So make sure to follow me there so we can like DM and start our community of fashion entrepreneurs. So yeah, have an amazing day, everyone, and I will see you so soon. Bye.